Hi Libra, and welcome to July 2024. All right, let's get started. This read is for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus. I'm using the Past Life Oracle to see where the thread of karma is that we're working on in this lifetime from another. Okay, let's see. Wow, Celtic cross, obviously. Crosses probably being, obviously crosses are a reminder of the suffering. However, it's also the Trinity, as well as obviously roots that are Irish, of Irish descent. Some of you are definitely Irish. Some of you grew up and or have visited in Ireland. It's weird because my daughter was just in Ireland and showed me some pics, and it was just beautiful, and I've never been, so I'm intrigued for sure. Also, I'm hearing the writings on the wall. Some of you can see the writings that are on the cross. I would definitely say this is Hermetic. So, I mean, obviously dating back on, to ancient times. There's even, interesting, there's a face, look. Sorry about the glare. There's a face right there. See that? Right? Time, kind of. But definitely the Trinity. Okay, let's get started. Castles. There's just saying, castles, right? They have many castles. They're said to be absolutely beautiful. So, yeah. Doors. Doors opening, doors closing. Something about a door. I mean, obviously the doors, a door opportunities, but I feel this is truly one's educating themselves on the history of Hermetic, Celtic, even tarot readers do Celtic crosses, right? Okay. Spiritually, without question, inquisitive, inquiring, and intuition. All right, let's go. Well, I love this. This is perfect, right? So have we put down new roots whereby we're no longer addicted, toxicity of attachments, setting oneself free. Obviously, this could easily depict right here, as above, so below, the actual awakening for some. Awakening as you detach, you become one with Source. Okay. I love that. Okay. Seven of Cups. Checking it out. Looking, educating, feeling, seeing what feels right. So some of you are definitely into other religions, looking into other religions. And I'm only saying, just let me be clear. I'm only saying religion based upon the fact that we're on the earth plane, okay? Because we believe in one God. So whatever inquiries, or maybe you're doing, ancestral lineage on, what is that? Ancestors.com, right? Maybe you're looking into your roots. But you're definitely, some of you, reborn and becoming very curious, for sure, which is great, into other religions, the backgrounds, the cultures, even to the point of the destination. What is the destination? I'm asking you. All right, let's go. 2 more came out, right? So look at this. Like mother, like son, a mother. A Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn here, child and son, but I think more than anything, one is getting very educated. Where is it written that just because we grew up, let's just say you grew up Catholic, because we'll talk Catholic with the Celtic cross, right? You grew up Catholic. Well, who's to say that A, you want to remain Catholic, or you're out, educating, seeing what feels right, more importantly, what feels right, and just getting a sense of your bearings, right? Getting a sense of where you came from, what you really believe in, choosing your own belief system, which is, that's it. Whether it's a belief system that mom taught you, and or dad, right? Whatever. But it's more importantly having that free will to choose. Like, it's interesting. It is. It's interesting because we speak of free will, right? We speak, oh, well, yeah, on the earth plane we have free will. And the decisions we make, we feel we're making of our own accord. However, we don't really, or do we? Do we connect the dots during the course of time over our childhood? And what a mother figure, right? The mother figure who has instilled certain values, belief systems that are Catholic, right? We're Catholics. That's what mom says, right? She's even wearing green. You know what I mean? We grew up Catholic, sweetheart, But there comes a time in every child's life, then they end up becoming a parent, or they grow up saying, well, wait a second. Maybe there's more to this than meets the eye. Maybe we need to get out of our own encaged toxicity of, and what society has made us believe. Our parents, right? Our parents said, okay, we're going to church, let's go. It's Catholic Church. But in all the time, Libra, that some of you have been upon the earth plane, and since childhood, you have become reborn and or on your spiritual path of saying, now, you know what? I'm going to kind of like look around. I definitely want to know my roots. But in the meantime, I totally embrace what mom taught me, but I'm going to kind of go my own way right now. And mom may be with you on the sense of, on the, you know, the understanding, with the understanding that you should now give your child that free will. Because we instill these, like I said, when we're being raised, the beliefs, the ideologies, the trajectories, you know, they change. And so I feel a child and or mother, child, whatever connection here is happening, or it's maybe if you don't have children, it's your connection to either your mother, or it's your connection to, you have grown into your own and have chosen to feel out different religions, or maybe decided that maybe it wasn't, you know, you could be, well, I may just be feeling out other religions, but, or non-denominational, whatever you choose, whatever you have chosen. Some of you are not only looking into your roots, but you're also going into the Bible. Some of you are reading the Bible and deciphering what it is that, what you want to believe here. Where are the threads? I'm not saying you know the threads. You're curious, and that's a beautiful place to be right now. And if you have been searching, you know, you may even decide to take a trip to Jerusalem, whatever, Ireland. I love it. It's really, yep, Phoenix rising. I'm telling you. I am telling you that someone definitely knows they're on path. And this could be like, you know, a 34-year-old, 34, oh, I said 34, but I meant 30 or 40-year-old. Like Gen Z, the millennials, they're all coming into a point of their upbringing where they're choosing their own. Phoenix rising. Yep. Look at that. Wow. Someone set themselves free from what others have said, what others tell them. They're only going by what they're reading, their education. They're visiting other, you know, even if it's non-denominational. I'm going my own way here. Phoenix rising. A child has risen to look into their spirituality. It's just beautiful. And this is a confirmation of truth. It's the sword of truth, right? No one should instill their own beliefs. I mean, when you're growing up, yeah, okay, I get it. But just like anything else in life, when a child is of age where they believe that they want to branch out, that's what's happening. And allowing a mother or a father, whatever, we have a mother here, saying, yeah, that's what you should do. Right? And you know why they did it? A child decided that certain things in their life, masculine, I think it's this child, grew up with parents very different from one another, meaning, you know, maybe one was Catholic and one was whatever, and maybe there was divorce, And not to mention so many issues of that which we call our identity, our ego. Questioning. This child has questioned, and or you as a child, questioning, what's after this? Questioning, what do I need to sever my ego? Right here. It's the same thing. I am detaching from what I used to be, what I used to believe, how I used to be, probably toxicity in the form of, I don't know, drinking, smoking, whatever. Sex, drugs, and rock and roll. Releasing. Can you see this? Let me just go a little further back here. Hold on. Releasing yourself. Hold on. Okay. Someone literally released themselves, and that's the beginning of the awakening process, is releasing yourself from, you know, that, oh my gosh, how did that happen? Hold on, it's like I almost lost you guys. All right, so that has massive truth to it. Someone felt like if they were not going to, if they couldn't release their toxicity, like this phone, someone's life went awry, has been askew until the moment, because there's a moment when we get to the point of what we would like to say the beginning of our freedom, where you see the horse depicted as, one would say maybe Pegasus. It's freedom. Someone has freed themselves. Total freedom from being coerced into sex, drugs, rock and roll, having, you know, your friendships, you know, it goes all the way down the line. When you sever ties and you realize that something's got to change, right? Someone could have been an alcoholic, someone could have been into whatever, shopping addictions, whatever addictions, they're all toxic. And why are they toxic? When they rule your life. That's when something becomes toxic. When we have too much of something, that's when it's toxic. It's a beautiful read. And then they get on their horse of freedom and they say, okay, I'm ready to venture out into literally the wild blue yonder. You can see the water. Okay, I realize now that I'm a little older and a little wiser that I'm going to get on this horse, freed myself, born again, and I'm going to go with the flow and check out what I'm feeling. As I proceed, however, I am going to be wearing my coat of honor, because I realize that what's out there, out there, right, still has There's still snakes in the grass. So I'm going to wear my coat of honor for sure, because there's snakes and there's other things that may try to tempt and entice me into going back there. And I'm not doing that. There's no way, right? So a child has spoken. The child and the mother have a very close bond here, and said they've had a conversation, and the child has said, you know, can you help me? Can you work with me? Can you emotionally understand where I stand and where I'm at in my life right now? And the mother hands this child this beautiful depiction of, becoming a new flower, becoming a new fragrance. The yellow is a pause. These two have a really close friendship and love, adoration, protection, right? Compassion. This is, right? Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, very much Mother Earth. So she's handing her daughter and or son these flowers. That yellow flowers maybe are your favorite, but yellow being a friendship, right? So this parent and or this has become you as an adult, where it's like handing the torch of what you once believed in, letting a child become their own choices, the freedom to do so, instead of controlling and or manipulating the situation, right? Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Oh my gosh. Look at this. These two have been soulmates. They're not married. This is not a love issue. This is a love of mother and son, of mother and daughter, and or the love of self as masculine and feminine, depicted in both of these, all of these cards, I mean. This is love. And there's so many facets of love that we entertain, right? We have been programmed to believe certain things, and then we veer off on our own journey, only to realize who's got our back, right? And who's not going to do anything but allow this relationship to grow in love for another, in so far as a child that maybe in a past lifetime was, right, either the mother again of the child, or I really feel this union of parent and child is a reunion of, or a reincarnation, I should say, and reunion of like a spouse, or like a brother, sister, or definitely spouse, soulmates, whatever, but they've been in past lifetimes together for sure. Okay. And when you're working together like this, one feeding off the other, not only is this child reborn, but this child's going to help the parent, if this is indeed a parent, to become enlightened. Not to do the work, but to lead by example. Now, if you are a couple, and this is maybe a mother figure with a younger, right? It could be a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn with a younger Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, then absolutely Libra. You could be wherever Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn is, perhaps in your chart. There is a completeness of understanding, friendship, compassion, and great love. It could be older, younger kind of vibe, right? Doesn't matter. What does matter is one has literally become born again, reborn. So that is instilled and helping to instill a parent and or a loved one, like your person, if there is like a soulmate in your life, right? This is a special bond for sure. But I feel it's very much, this really feels like a reincarnated husband and wife, soulmate, coming into this life as a mother and son. Absolutely. Look. These two have been through many lifetimes, actually, together. Your mother, I know it may sound weird, right? Seriously, it may sound weird. But your mother's your best friend, your confidant, because you were once very much attached to her through the lineage of husband and wife, perhaps, or dating, or brother and sister. Because this card came out, I'm thinking brother and sister, but we just, we don't know for sure, so all the cards come out, right? But you have a very close tie with your mother, no doubt. I'm trying to keep them so you could see. Right? This love has been journeying through time as one's shooting star. And here, Leo, Aries, Sag, could be a father figure who was or has been absent during the course of raising the child, or an ex. Maybe the ex-husband, let's look. Maybe that's who's saying they came into this. Let me just get one more card, because I'm not assuming, but I feel like this is the absent father figure. Yeah, who has, right? Who once was just like father, like son, right? Not being absent, but being really in this in this toxic, maybe the father figure was a player, right? Maybe the father figure has now, which you can see, has grown to understand the errors of their ways. And so this too has helped this child, even though the child may not be that aware of the father's actions when younger, but now that the father is older, may be sharing experiences, life experiences, with, unfortunately, some regret and or resentment that they weren't more involved. So a single parent, for sure, situation, right? So however you look at this, whether this is you as a parent or you really growing up now into your own, I don't care how old you are. Sometimes it takes lifetimes, years, lifetimes, decades, whatever. I should say years, decades, lifetimes, to really understand the connection of free will, of soaring. This is soaring. A child is soaring to what? To the red-tailed hawk. Red-tailed hawk is the Holy Spirit. Someone's very much has risen and is asking the right questions, is curious, is finding they're making their own way. You're making your own way, without question. You're growing. You're learning. And you've made that choice. Some of you are having deja vu moments about this. And definitely, if your father was absent in the sense of, I don't know, foster, adoption, whatever way, this father is now understanding the connection a lot deeper than when the child was being raised, because they weren't around. Two nights. So this child on their travails, or you on your travails, you are using only your heart to move forward. Your understanding also, let me just take this out. This child is you, and or you as you are either the child or you as having a child, right? Is looking at life with different viewpoints of how the dark and the light, how the dark needs the light. But all heart. This is the heart, and so is the grail, holy grail of the cup. Same thing. This horse, one, he's got the showing of what? A wreath, right? The wreath is, I won from the dark and I have found the light. The light in the backdrop, you see the yellow once again with the green. very apropos for Italian, I said Italian, sorry, I'm thinking Italian, Ireland, Irish roots, with the yellow flowers. The yellow obviously is also indicating the energy of life, the life force. I'm gonna go to great length to say, honestly, that I feel, Libra, that a child might have been on the cusp of really going down the rabbit hole and has been saved. Let's get a card for both nights. Yep, look at that. A Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio might have been the cause of someone coming out. This could be an ex. This could be a divorce of the mother and father. This could be a love situation where, yeah, the Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and you have been through it, Libra, right? I have a feeling that someone definitely is not emotionally as vested. I feel someone's emotionally not invested in a long-term situation, or maybe even understanding your path and your way. Let's look at the Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio reversed. Yeah. Someone's worried that the love is not reciprocated. I feel someone went, like, maybe Libra, you went to battle in terms of, like, we've had our time together here of going through it, right? You have 2 9s. So if you're not, I'm just going to say it. Don't get upset. But I am going to say that those 9 of Swords with the Ace is coming to an end. Someone has either very much realized that this love is not the love that you want, Libra, forever. If this is indeed a person that you have walked away from or that you have been through a lot of shit with. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I feel, Libra, you're here in charge. Parent or not, this is you growing up, learning what it is that you need, what you require in love to solidify a future and to grow. No doubt with the 2 aces right here, right? Who's been kidding who? Is this crown? Let's just go there. They want me to go there. I totally agree. Is this crown the severing of a Leo, Aries, Sag with maybe Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio somewhere in it? Or is this Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio? I hate to go through all these signs, but I am, only because you may be like, well, who's who? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio in the same breath as Leo, Aries, Sag. So someone has either one or both predominantly in their chart. I feel this is one person. If let's just say, if your person that you're with is a, let's just say, Cancer or a Scorp, or a Pisces, right? But there's no Leo, Aries, Sag in their chart. The crown that's being cut, someone literally took off this guy's crown. He's been dethroned. She's been dethroned. Because all this relationship amounted to, and let me put the cards as we see them correctly, all this relationship amounted to was worry, constant fighting. We're not on the same page. We have 2 9s here. Someone got dethroned because their ego was too big, as well as it was all about sex, or it was all about the toxic whatever behaviors, even to the point of codependency or emotional unavailability. It's like, what? So that's where this happens to be 2 people who are at literally the breaking point. And that's the same breaking point. I'm just going to say it. That is the same breaking point as if this is a father or a mother-son connection where someone comes to a realization, being reborn, knowing that this person's not the one for you. You have become very aware, Libra, who's in it to win it and who's not. You're also probably getting guidance from a mom, an absent father, or the fact that dad was a player, or the fact that the person that you fell in love with, you have fallen out of love with, and you have cut the ties that bind you because it's all about a new beginning. So you had to dethrone someone. And that might be happening this month. I'm sorry. It may be happening this month. One more. Yeah. It's not over yet, but it's like right there. It's happening. This is rebirth. This is death. So if it wasn't over in September or October, maybe it was like around your birthday, or it's coming up. This could have been like the last 9 months of your relationship has been absolute turmoil. And you're at the precipice of a whole new beginning here. And you know it. And your last card is rebirth. That's what this reading is all about, is rebirth. And I am going to tell you, Libra, I will tell you, this person that you dethroned, and or maybe the toxicity of either your own doing and Phoenix rising, you yourself have gotten to the depths of despair only to become the Phoenix rising and reborn. If it's not you speaking of as a child growing up with your mother and what we've spoken of, it is also a relationship that bears the same thread of the connection. to what you really, where your heart is really speaking to you. And right now, it is rebirth. It is the energy of the sun. The sun. Right? Our Lord Jesus. Okay. Wow. New love. The new love is the love that you also are experiencing. The love, the new love that we have that we have for, not only for another, but more importantly with this reading, this new love is about what you're learning about yourself. You may have an interest, or someone is interested, because we have two people here, right? Two people here. There's two masculines with the feminine here in the backdrop, and here's the feminine, right? And here's the masculine. And is he on, if I'm not mistaken, he's on bended knee. You may meet someone, I'm going to say it. You may meet someone during the course of your awakening. You may like join a group or the church or what have you, whereby you meet someone who really strikes a flare of new love in your heart where you've never felt before. It's going to be when you least expect it. It's like you're in the grocery store. Or you're, grocery store. Looks like she went to the market, right? Maybe it's farmer's market or something like that. And you meet someone, or you're, you could be on, a dating site. I don't feel as much as you're just walking around and suddenly at the farmer's market, you're talking about the fruits being, kind of like, they're saying you're talking about the apples. This is really bizarre. You're talking about the apples, or you're talking about your Apple iPhone, and you're talking about what society has imposed upon humanity, mankind, right? And somehow the conversation of spirituality comes about. And as guarded as you are, Libra, look, this is the same page of cups and page of pentacles, who is armored. He's in a coat of armor. She's freed. So that's what I'm trying to say. This connection, however it bodes for you in your storyline, is a rebirth. We did have soulmate. We have the Six of Cups here. I'm telling you, you may think it's weird. You may think it's weird, but soulmates teach us lessons. And the soulmate could be a mother figure, a mother-son connection, a new love. This could be an old love of a soulmate that taught you the lessons that you needed to cut and dethrone, right? So that you could be free to find your own. And that could have been you finding someone like after a really long time, because that Page of Pentacles has been waiting a long time. Past life relationship. And that's when you know. They always say, well, you know, what's that? I'm hearing that. How do you know that he loves you, right? That's what is that movie with Dempsey? Enchanted, right? It's not only in the kiss. It's more importantly, and obviously, in the heart. How you know. It's in the heart. These two have come back together. Look at. She's blonde and she's brunette. So I'm going to tell you, because look, she's blonde and she's brunette. So I'm telling you, the thread is, here's the deal, because I'm like way over. Here's the deal. Your mother figure could be a brunette, and your love or a lover, a live-in, whatever, whomever you were and or have been dealing with or next, whatever, is blonde, right? A past life between, now bear with me, don't freak out, a mother and a son. I'm sorry, did I do the wrong card? Hold on. A son and a mother here. Yes, I did the right card. Is past life. They've been together as a couple. And or, right, the same. Right here. Right? They've been a couple in a past life. Or in more than one past life. Or this is the past life that you are going through with this person. It is. Now, we're threading it. It's a person that you may meet that's a new love that comes in that portrays a new connection of one who is just like your mom. This is the lessons. This is the new love at time of rebirth. Tied into the connection of a mother figure. Meaning you're going to sit there and say, oh my God, you know, it's just like as simple as this. I don't want to make it weird because it sounds weird, but it's not. It's like, oh my God, my mom just said the same thing you said. That kind of vibe, you know. Or I grew up and that's what my mom always used to say to me. Or my mom's telling me right now, right? Absolutely. River. Okay, so of course, river runs through it. I also feel that you are on your way to ascension, to learning. The movement is the sun, right? You're going toward the sun. You see that? Death and rebirth. I'm telling you, this whole thing is death and rebirth. Look. The setting sun, which actually this is in the horse's eyes as the color of yellow. Yellow's huge here as the sun. Why? Because that's where we go. Right? Look at the orange with the red, the setting sun and the rising sun, or whatever have you. Same thing. It is the same thread. Right? So this is really intense, intensely connected. It also is the flow, going with the flow, which we talked about, right? Going with the flow. Okay, the last thing I have to say is, what's that song? There is a house. The House of the Rising Sun. Thank you. Listen to those words. I love you guys. Have a great month. What a read. Speechless. I love you guys. Like, share, subscribe, support. And thank you. I love you guys. Take care.